Come on, teammates. I can't keep on baby feeding you. Why is it happening? I wish I was recording when I had that Phillip Island crash. Like I pulled out and suddenly there's like 5 cars all smashed to fucking pieces. No bullshit. No thinking about anything. Alright, how many... No! Stop it. Hey guys, welcome to Beanie Games Friday Night Fun. Let me not crash my truck. Playing Euro Truck Simulator 2. Did I say Friday Night Fun? I think I did. It's Friday afternoon, it's like 3 o'clock. But I have done this before where I record in the mid-afternoon and then, like, I don't have rules on what the night time is. Like, it doesn't have to be night. But when it goes up, it's pretty much night time anyway. This is the first Friday Night Fun of 2021. So yeah, so we've got a mouthful of a year. But that's just a number. It's just another number. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, besides that, I intended to talk about that. I was like, you know, it's early afternoon and I'm pretty sure I'm about to record, but I don't know, like, do I have a rule on this? It's like, it's my own damn show, I'll just do what I want. I've done it before anyway. I don't have to follow my own rules. It's my show, I do what I want, man. Alright. But yeah, made the new intro. So, and I don't know. The last couple of years, because one of the things that I do, I got 2 things that I do at the start of every year. I make a new Friday Night Fun intro, and I make I run through the YouTube analytics data of the year on all of my channels and go, alright, how bad did we go? And so, sort of one of the biggest things that I'm excited about doing this year is getting some interesting stuff happening. And by that I mean, Friday Night Fun is not going to have the same game multiple times in a year. It's going to have one game per Friday Night Fun. I mean, like, so I'm not going to do like multiples of a game. I'm only going to do, like, this is going to be the only Euro Truck Simulator 2 Friday Night Fun of the year. And I don't know how the year's going to go, but I'm sort of deciding to take it a little bit easy, but also kind of work hard and make stuff happen. Because that's how you live your best life, that's how you get stuff done that you want to get done. Unfortunately, I gotta go to work, and apparently for some reason I'm struggling to get sleep, so I just get home and I eat, and then I go to sleep at some point. But it's the weekend. That's the great thing about Friday, it's the weekend. And so I can sort of let loose a little bit, not worry about caffeine and food and making sure I'm eating all the right things and blah blah blah. So yeah, so goals for 2021. I'll just talk about the YouTube ones first of all. So this channel is my Beanie Games, and for Friday Night Fun the main one is to have each Friday Night Fun be sort of unique. Every single one's going to have a different game in it. So I don't have to be all, oh, I better get this frigging, like, I just want to have it so that every Friday Night Fun is unique, and that the intro will have lots of different games in it. I think usually it ends up being racing games or games that bother me, or there's some sort of action going on or something. And so often Rocket League makes it into the thing, makes it into the intro, because I get angry at the AI and that's entertaining. And I thought when I was making it, should I be putting swear words in the intro so like people come across my content on my channel and they watch a Friday Night Fun and, oh, he's swearing in it. So I don't know, but apparently I did that for the 2021, and I think it's in the 2019 one as well. Not sure. I think I checked, I'm not really sure though. But every single time I keep forgetting to keep the footage and stuff or do I keep the footage? Is it the footage I'm keeping? No, it's the pictures for the intro. So I pretty much have to remake the intro every year for some reason, because I'm not paying attention. So I did it last year and I thought, oh okay, looks like we're making a brand new one. And then at the start of this year I went, oh, looks like I'm making a new one again. Whoops. And I really liked the pictures in the last year's one. And so I was kind of bummed that there weren't a lot of good pictures for this year. And that's just how it goes. So yeah, for me, Mabini Games is pretty straightforward. Because Mabini Games is pretty much almost always fun and have fun. But sometimes I do my V8 Supercar Championship series. I've got my Holden's Only series, and I've got my 2001 Championship, and that's pretty much it. Those series are edited. Actually, I've got a couple rounds of the Holden's Only series that I need to edit, and then I'll post them. And no one will watch them, but I like them. That's why I do them. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and I've also got footage for the Canberra round in the 2001 Championship. But that was such a drama. I was so pissed off at the end of it. Canberra's a sucky circuit, and you just get... I think I talked about this in a Friday Night Fun, like shortly after I did it. But... Well, no, I think it was in Same Industries. Where I talked about it, I was so mad at it, and Liam's like, I don't care about V8 Supercars, but you're passionate about it, just say it. Yeah, so that's Mabini Games. I've also got Mabini Talks, and I really like my Christmas video. You gotta have a look at it. Hopefully I'll remember to put a link in it in the description and get people to watch it, because I really like doing that, and I was kind of disappointed I only got 2 views. I don't know what the views are like now, but I really liked making that video. It's got heaps of pictures in it, because I make Mabini Talks, I talk and then I put little funny pictures to illustrate or fail to illustrate, make a mockery of my own talking or something. I don't know, it's just a fun video. And so that's so Mabini Talks, I got some stuff that I've got content that's way all behind. I've got Mab and Tom, which is a series where eyes no matter when I talk and have a conversation about life, the universe and everything. Apparently we started talking about YouTube and stuff, and then sometimes we just talk about something else. But then I've also got my 10-year anniversary of YouTube, my 10 years anniversary series, where I talk about each year that I did for my first 10 years on YouTube. I'm gonna hit the 11-year milestone thing this April, so in like 3 months' time. So 2020 and 2021 will not be counted in the thing, because it's about the first 10 years, so 2010 to 2019, those years. But I don't know, I like what my channels are at the moment, but I need to sort of crank out a bit more content and sort of own what I've got, because I don't think I've worn them in yet. Mabini Games is sort of had a nice change since I made the new since I made the Road to 2019 stuff and changed all the channels. But it's still a dang ass gaming channel, you know. It's not exciting, I'm not one of those great gaming channels. I just like talking about stuff, and I more do it for me. And that's the thing we talked about in a Mab and Tom episode. If you want to do YouTube, you have to do it for you. You can't do it for viewers, you can't do it for money, you can't do it for anything else, because if you try to do that, it won't work. Because what will happen is, if you get bummed out because you're not having immediate success, or it's taking a long time, or whatever, or you're struggling to make content, you gotta make sure you're doing it because you want to be doing it. It's the best reason to do it. You know, I've been on YouTube a long time, and in that long time I've had very little success. So the thing is, you gotta make it work for your own reasons. I've had some moments where I've been like, oh, look how successful I've become. There were times where I took a big risk. There's so much in my short time, or long time, depending on how you see it, that... Oh, fuck off. Okay. There's lessons in it, and that's the biggest one. People, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm in it for a long time. I'm a long-term thinker. Everything I do, I think I like. My current job is not the best job in the world, but I like the people, and it's a nice little thing. But you gotta... The only concern I have is that I won't physically be able to do it forever. That's the only concern I've got. I want to working hard, working up a sweat, and saying, I've done a good job, time to go home. And there's always interesting things going on. It's never a boring week. It's just another week. And it's nice to have money in your pocket, and then you can make the things happen that you want to happen. Excuse me. Excuse me. How am I supposed to park this dang ass truck? Okay, that works. Activate button. Ooh, we need... Whoopsie daisies. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. This is the exit? Yes. Alright, let's go right. What? Alright. What? Okay, so that's my Beanie Talks. I got the content ready to go, just need to make it. Yeah. I kind of went off track there talking about how long I've been on YouTube and stuff I've learned. And you learn different things, everyone learns something else. Like, Eyes No Tomatoes learned lots of stuff, and, well, like, everybody learns the same sort of thing in a different way, I think. So, yeah. Supercars my beanie. I just gotta crank out the content, you know? If I don't do that, then it's just gonna be boring. I made one video in 2020, and that was my predictions video, which is the laziest content that I can make of supercar stuff. I mean, it's not super lazy, I just... it's not like this is what I think's gonna happen. I mean, it pretty much is that, but you know, let's not beat around the bush. I am a liar. I want to make lots of videos in 2021. They're not all gonna be good. So I got my super light video that is gonna get done, and then I think I want to do some like driver profiles or something like that. The story of the drivers. Let's have a close-up look of who's good and who's not good, and what's going on. You know, who's working hard, who's not working hard. And so it's going to be an interesting series to do. I'm basically going to be talking shit about drivers, and I love all the drivers, you know. I love every single one of them except maybe Nick Percat. I'm joking. I say maybe I don't love Nick Percat. He's just kinda... There's something about him. It's like he thinks he deserves to be there. And the biggest thing for me about drivers is that when you meet them, you want them to say hi and smile at you, you know? Gary Jacobson, Scott Pye, Scott McLaughlin, frigging Chaz Mostert, even Jack Smith, Zane Goddard, the young guys coming through, if they smile at you and they say hi, that's all I want from you, dude. You can do the racetrack stuff, but also when you're out of the car, I want you to be happy I want you to look happy to be there, you know? And that's why, you know, people bang on about Jack Smith and say, oh, he's rubbish, he shouldn't be here. And I'm just like, he's a cool dude though. He's a rad dude. And that's all you need to be. Jack Smith will forever be a cool guy to me. He said, g'day mate. And I was like, yes, that's where you need to be. Every racing driver needs to just say hi and be a cool dude. Todd Hazelwood. The guys that sort of surprised me in how sort of they kind of expect to be there. Like Macaulay Jones was one of them, and I was like, is he just having a rough day? Or? And you gotta push past that. Gary Jacobson was having freaking ankle problems or something like that. He had like those problems, but he still saw me and he said hi. I don't know, maybe it was because last year, or because in 2019 I spoke to him and I asked him about, he had a hashtag on the banner of his 2017 ProDrive Super 2 car, number 1, when he was defending his Super 2 title. It had "Nice Gary" written on the banner, and I don't know if that was like his thing or if that was because there's a cricketer who's got "Nice Gary" like as a hashtag. Is it a cricketer or is it a football player? I don't know. The point was, I asked him about it and he was happy, I guess, have somebody want to talk to him. He was like, come on, he's a rookie. And you don't go into the Super 2 paddock and talk to the Super 2 guys. Except maybe Will Brown. I love supercars so much, I just talked to anyone I could. Saw Andrew Jones, shook his hand. Who else? Said hi to Ryan Story, wished him luck. Such a great weekend, and the Adelaide 500 is now gone. Anyway, yeah, so I want to do like little videos where I talk about specific drivers and just do that as like a little series, while I also do like my big videos. And we can't rush those big videos. You're gonna make them good. But the little ones, well, they're not gonna be little ones because they're still gonna take a bit of effort. But I've got like PowerPoint presentations and stuff. I want to do one on Richie Stanaway. Might also do one on Tim Blanchard or Rick Kelly. You know, great drivers. Some drivers that I think maybe deserved a better time, stuff like that. Or Lee Holdsworth, I could do. He's just lost his full-time gig in supercars, and so he's now signed for TCR to drive an Alfa Romeo for Ashley Stewart Motorsport. with some young guy. I don't know who he is. But you know, that's what TCR is for. It's one of those categories where you rock up and you make a name for yourself. And if you don't, bye bye. So that's Supercars Mabini, Mabini Games, Mabini Talks, Pickle Shaped Peanuts. I want to do 3 recording sessions in 2021, and so I want to get those talks underway at some stage. I just want to get my sleep sorted. I want to get my health sorted, and that's pretty much my first priority. I just need to not be damn sleepy all the time. So I need to eat. I need to eat well. I need to make sure I'm doing it all properly. And I think I'm in a position where it's this is the year not to be throwing spanners into the cogs and hoping something magically happens, which is what I did last year, because I was frustrated and anxious and terrible. And now I think with what I've got at the moment, if it continues to be the way it has been, then I can just accept that and move forward and have a good year. Otherwise, you just gotta keep trucking. So yeah, Pickle Shaped Peanuts, I think we can definitely organise 3 recording sessions. We have locations to do that, and we can just keep on trying to organise it until it happens. And yeah, we'll have lots of content. Also, so that's Pickle Shaped Peanuts. I don't know what games we want to do, but we usually work it out in the day. I think that's what we did last time. It was like, oh, do you want to... I got this idea, I want you guys to do V8 Supercars, or we can do Crash Bandicoot, or we can do Tasmanian Tiger. And they were really excited. They were, Michael was remembering everything that... I was remembering stuff from the last recording session. I couldn't remember much because it ended badly for me. From Tasmanian Tiger, I left in the middle of it because I had to go clean up a mess I made. I was pretty salty about that. And then we did V8 Supercars, and that was a couple of years ago. So we need to not do that. We need to not have like 2 years without a recording session. So 2021, want to be a big year for Pickle Shaped Peanuts. And then for Same Industries, I want it to be our best year yet. We're in a good position. 2020 showed us that we can make content with Frank, with Akira Sora, and so we can do that. And it's our 10-year anniversary in 2021, so I also want to do some special stuff. I want to do like same videos where it's got all 3 of us in it, or all 4 of us if you count Stephanie. And because Stephanie's our editor, she doesn't actually commentate in the videos. She doesn't like the sound of her own voice. And yeah, so I want to do Same Industry stuff. I want to do a podcast again. I want to maybe do another animation. We've got plenty of content for that. And what else? We're gonna do some merch. I want to do some... I don't know if I do like Q&A or whatever. I want to do lots of special content to celebrate all of that. So I want to really crank content for Same Industries, because we sort of just took our foot off the throttle in 2020 as a way of going, you know, it's a hell of a year, let's just sort of let things be for a bit. But you can't... I'm all about moving forward and doing better, and that's what I'm all about. And so I gotta do it. I really want Same Industries to have those big years and those big milestones, and have people come by and go, wow, you guys are great, and stuff like that. And I really like that. Sometimes people... there's a one that I was hanging out with Ice Amato the other day, which we did quite a few times in 2020, but we didn't record. So, well, after our last recording session in March. So we was hanging out, working on stuff, and talking about stuff. And what else? Yeah, we're just hanging out, and yeah, like I said, you gotta crank. If you want to crank, you gotta crank. And that's just who I am. That's what I'm all about. I like making stuff happen, and I like making big things happen. And sometimes it gets to a stage where I'm so frustrated, I'm like, hey, let's do stuff now. And that's what I'm like. I get all upset. And I put myself under pressure or something. So that's YouTube. I've also got, what else do I want to do? So it's YouTube goals, Hail Kane comics. So I want to make 3 Hail Kane comics, and I'm in a really good position where I've written the script for Hail Kane 18, and all I gotta do is draw the pictures. I got 227 frames that I gotta draw. Frames? Are they frames? No, frames isn't right. That's the animation one. As Animato told me off for saying the wrong word. It bothered him. So frames is for animation. Panels is for comics. 227 panels is what I'm gonna do for Hail Kane 18. And I started doing a little bit of it, and I thought, I don't draw these characters enough. I need to work on like what's going on in these characters' lives, where they're at, and draw pictures of all their exciting moments, and then we'll just work it in. We'll just make it all happen in the way, and then we'll make all these characters' lives intertwine, because that's what life is. That's what actually happens. In your head, you think they're not doing anything, but then you see them again, and they've been doing stuff. Unless they're really lazy and they haven't actually done much at all. But, you know, they live lives. You see them again, they're not sitting in the same chair anymore. They're not sitting in the same spot that you last saw them in. That's just how it goes. People lead lives. So that's the Hail Kane goal. So I want to work on the characters, work on their timelines, draw pictures of key moments in the coming comics, and their lives and things like that, to be like, yeah, they're an exciting character, they're a unique character, they deserve to be in my comic. And I'm slightly unsure about one of the characters, but I know that they're important to the feeling of the comics. And so it's important, but I've got to find a way to be like, yes, god damn it, they need to be in it. So I need to sort of stamp that into the ground. So that's Hail Kane. The other thing is video games. And by video games I mean I'm making little text adventure type things in C++. So I made 5 last year, I made 3 in one day on New Year's Eve, and I wasn't happy with it after I did it, because I sort of quickly made them and wasn't happy with it. I didn't really understand what I was doing, so I gotta go back and sort of start over again a little bit and make sure I understand what's going on, because the bare basics in coding is important. So that's the thing. And what else? I'm gonna make 15 games in 2021. That's my plan. Which is not easy, because it means that I have to make more than one a month. So, and I'm gonna do my thing. I haven't started doing it yet, because of my freaking sleeping problem. And that is, every week is a thing that I gotta focus on. Every week is games, comics, YouTube. And that's what I did last year, well, the back end of last year. And so that's what I'm going to be doing, that's what I'm focusing on. So yeah, that's what I use Euro Truck Simulator 2 for in Friday Night Fun, like I've got something to say, so I gotta talk about it a heap. And I think I've done that in Civ 5 as well, or Sea Skylines. Games where I just I got something to say and I want to talk about it. I'm not always 100% sure, but I think that's what I have to do to get what I want. And so, the trick is you have a go, you see how it goes, and if it's not what you wanted, if it's not achieving the results, or it's not working for you, then you change. And you learn that original thing wasn't a good idea. Oh, now some tea and fill up the truck. I was listening to a Supercars podcast, not a Supercars podcast, like a racing podcast, called Rusty's Garage by motorsport commentator Greg Rust. And he's talking to Lee Diffie, who used to commentate Supercars and currently commentates the IndyCar series, which Scott McLaughlin will be debuting in 2021. And they just postponed the St. Petersburg opening round in Florida. And so that's going to be happening in April, and so I think the first round is... I don't actually know. It's in March or something. So, pretty disappointing, and that's just how it goes. It's, America's got to work out its coronavirus stuff. Australia's got to work out its coronavirus stuff. I think everyone's working really hard trying to get through it, but not easy. Oops. Ugh. And all the vaccines coming through, stuff like that. So that's gonna be good. Oh, another thing I've just remembered about the same industry side of things is I want to keep doing the AM industry stuff with myself and Kirasora, so we're gonna do more of our little games that we like to do. And then we'll also, I don't know, incorporate Ars Nanomato. I think we should do some TF2, because I've played TF2 in like 2 years. So we'll do some of that. We'll get back into Hollow Knight, Twilight Princess. I think I want to do Hollow Knight as the Game Australia Day stuff again. So that's what I want to do. So yeah, we've got some pretty big plans for the same industries, because I think 2019 or 2020 was one of our worst years. Well, it was good for subscribers. It wasn't our best year. It wasn't better than the last couple of years. But it's like that was probably our saving grace. Views were down, and that was because we didn't post a lot of content. What else was down? Videos were down. We didn't upload as many videos. Likes, comments, everything was down. And the thing that YouTube always struggles to provide me info on is the demographics, demographics like gender. It's always struggles to tell you like are they male or female. Is that because YouTube doesn't track that anymore? What's up with that? Is that like a broken thing that they got some info on? Interesting. But anyway, it's just what happens. Never know. So how the song goes, I don't actually know. Got the radio pumping at work and songs come on and you hear the same songs over and over again, but I don't actually know the words to half the songs. Unless it's a song that I like or have heard. Like, if I like the song, then I could probably go home and I'd play it. There's a Powderfinger song, I think it's a Powderfinger song. And I really like it, and I can't find it. I don't know how to find it. So I think I need to go onto a radio list of like the current top tracks. I think it's in the ARIA charts or something like that. So, what's ARIA stand for? Is it Australian Radio? Australian Record. It's a record, isn't it? Australian Record. Australian Ranking of International Artists. Is that right? I don't know. I'm probably wrong. I'll have to Google it. And I'm pretty much running out of things. Not running out of things to say. I've said all I wanted to say. Just wanted to write into all my goals. All my goals for 2030: make lots of magazines. Yeah, well, magazines are gonna be still happening. Other than Amato magazine, yeah, I should make one this year. The last one was in 2019 or 2017 or 2018 or something. So I should make another one. Hail Crane, yeah, working on it. But you gotta be happy to work on it. And so that's what I'm working. That's probably the biggest thing about Hurricane is I'm working on myself and how I approach it. That's really important. You got something really big like a comic series or a video series. You want to make sure that you're doing it in a positive way. So that's been Friday Night Frame. And I'll see you next time on Friday Night Frame.